from that piece of information, whether we did this strike for real or whether we did it like pointlessly. A New York Times review of videos from the attack's aftermath and interviews with residents and medical workers suggest Syrian government helicopters dropped canisters giving off some sort of chemical compound, suffocated at least 43 people. On Friday, American officials said they had intelligence implicating the Syrian government. We have it from a very high confidence that Syria was responsible. So, and again, I gotta be honest, not only is the government saying it, but this government, this incompetent government saying it, like, that doesn't assure me whatsoever. Like, I ordinarily don't trust the government's word on these kind of military issues because they have messed it up royally and sometimes even intentionally in the past. But the fact that it's this government, the Donald Trump administration, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and Nikki Haley coming out and saying this, that makes me a lot less reassured about this than with just any other government normally. At the UN, Nikki Haley, the American ambassador to the world body, accused the Syrian government of using banned chemical arms at least 50 times in the country's civil war since it began in 2011. State Department officials said the United States was still trying to identify the chemical used on April 7th. So President Emmanuel Macron of France cited proof that the Syrian government had launched chlorine gas attacks. The same day, the British cabinet authorized Prime Minister Theresa May to join the United States and France in planning strikes against Syria. Oh my gosh, they actually wait for their cabinet and their legislature to give them approval. That's in our Constitution, and we haven't done that this time? Oh, okay. My fault. Yeah, so, I mean, there is that part of it, too. The part that we just kind of went ahead with this without the approval of Congress, without the knowing of Congress, that was a big thing that was in the news last time. And speaking of the news, it's going to be very interesting to see how they cover this from this point forward as well. So this is going to be a breaking news alert. Looks like all the information so far has calmed down. Let's see. And then on Friday, Major General Igor Koshchennikov, a spokesman for the Russian Defense Ministry, said the images of victims of the purported attack had been staged with Britain's direct involvement, though he provided no evidence. And then Karen Pierce, who's Britain's ambassador to the UN, called that bizarre and a blatant lie. So there is that. If it's Russia, if it's Syria, if it's Iran, if it's all of them together, we'll figure out and we'll know the answers quite soon, Trump said earlier in the week. So we're looking at that very seriously and very strongly. So, so Trump Defense Secretary Jim Mattis sought to slow down the march of military action as allies compiled evidence of Assad's role that would assure the world the strikes were warranted. Mattis also raised concern that a concerted bombing campaign could escalate a wider conflict between Russia, Iran, and the West, some sort of a proxy war. It's going to be very interesting to watch. And how President Trump handles the military from here will be critical. You can watch it on Newsflash episodes that return on Monday, so we're going to have to see you then.